Inside these storage jars were ancient texts, which very quickly they came to realize that these were incredibly important.
As well as a treasure trove of documents that we had never seen before.
This is a revelation. Beyond the well-known story of Cain and Abel in the Bible, the genealogy of Adam and Eve stretches far beyond. Focus on the Book of Jubilees, where lost chapters of humanity's first family come to light. Imagine you discover an ancient manuscript that reveals the forgotten stories of our earliest ancestors. Meet Azura, whose life intertwines with that of Abel and later Seth, revealing the complex family dynamics of ancient times. Join us as we delve into the Book of Jubilees, uncovering the dark, early stories of humanity and the terrifying secrets of our ancient ancestors. When people delve into the ancient texts of the Bible, they often focus on the famous tales of Cain and Abel, the famous sons of Adam and Eve, leaving their other offspring in obscurity. This ignores important passages in Genesis, particularly chapter 5, verses 4 and 5, which indicate many other children, both sons and daughters, whose stories are hidden in these sacred histories. These verses show that after the birth of Seth, Adam lived for more than 800 years, a total of 930 years. Yet the stories of his daughters remain largely untold, hidden in the depths of history. Exploring lesser-known Jewish traditions can uncover texts like the Book of Jubilees, which delve deeper into the stories of overlooked figures. Often seen as an alternative version or B-side to Genesis, the Book of Jubilees reveals names and narratives that mainstream biblical texts might have deemed too minor or contentious to include. It's akin to stumbling upon an ancient diary full of gossip and secrets about humanity's earliest family, offering a more vivid portrayal of their lives. The Book of Jubilees transports readers back in time, immersing them in a world where divine messages and angelic beings shape human history. Organizing history into Jubilee periods of 49 years each, it presents a meticulous timeline of events passed down to Moses. Dating back to the 2nd century BCE, this text enriches traditional narratives by providing additional layers of depth and context that may have been overlooked or omitted from the established scriptures. The Book of Jubilees, also known as the Lesser Genesis or Leptogenesis, holds a venerable position within the religious traditions of the Ethiopian Orthodox Tewahedo Church and Beta Israel, the Ethiopian Jews, where it is referred to as the Book of Division. Despite its significance to these communities, major Christian denominations such as the Eastern Orthodox, Catholic, and Protestant churches, as well as various Jewish sects, do not include it in their official religious canons. Nevertheless, its impact on religious history is profound, especially through its detailed retelling of events from the creation of the world to the time of Moses, structured around Jubilee periods of 49 years each. The Book of Jubilees is replete with valuable information, including elaborate narratives and the names of Adam and Eve's daughters, like Awan, Azura, and others, not found in the canonical Bible. These additional insights offer a more comprehensive understanding of early human families, illuminating their experiences and imparting moral and spiritual lessons. This text was highly esteemed and frequently referenced in the early Christian and Jewish communities, evidenced by its inclusion among the Dead Sea Scrolls and citations by early Christian leaders and Jewish scholars. Despite not being included in the officially recognized religious texts of many modern faith traditions, the Book of Jubilees has had a profound influence on the development of religious thought, particularly within apocalyptic literature. Its preservation, notably in fragments found among the Dead Sea Scrolls, underscores its enduring significance in history and culture. The narratives and insights it provides, though outside the canon of official religious texts, enhance our comprehension of early biblical figures and the eras they inhabited, offering deeper perspectives on the early stages of biblical history and ideology. This ancient text is more than a mere artifact. It serves as a dynamic link connecting contemporary readers to the intricate tapestry of beliefs, traditions, and narratives of ancient communities. It illustrates how sacred stories evolve over time, reflecting evolving beliefs inquiries and challenges faced by those who hold them sacred. For those intrigued by the less traveled paths of biblical history, the Book of Jubilees presents a distinctive journey into the core of ancient spiritual traditions, illustrating how each narrative intertwines divine revelation with human history. The Book of Jubilees, affectionately referred to as Little Genesis, provides an expanded narrative on creation, Adam and Eve's fall, and the early human dramas, enriching familiar biblical stories with new details and perspectives. Dating back to around 700 BCE, this intriguing text offers a deeper and more complex view that predates even its own ancient manuscript. The mystery surrounding its origins and the scholarly debate over its authorship, some attributing it to Moses based on accounts of divine revelations received at Mount Horeb, add layers of mystique to its exploration. This discussion not only captivates those interested in the mystical aspects of religious history, but also fuels broader conversations in biblical scholarship about the origins and interpretations of sacred texts. The Book of Jubilees presents an alternate rendition of events where significant characters and narratives, often marginalized in the canonical Bible, take center stage, revealing a dynamic interplay between divine inspiration and human storytelling. Particularly notable are the accounts concerning Adam and Eve's lineage, focusing on their lesser-known daughters like Aklimah, also known as Luluwa or Awan, which invite exploration into the nuanced social and familial dynamics of early human societies. These narratives bridge the gap between canonical scriptures and the diverse traditions of antiquity, offering insights into the wide range of human experiences and relationships that shaped ancient civilizations. The mention of Adam and Eve's other sons and daughters in the Bible hints at a rich family structure and societal dynamics that expand beyond the familiar narratives of Cain, Abel, and Seth. This broader familial context prompts intriguing inquiries into the societal norms and practices of early human communities, including the implications of sibling marriages for population growth in those early times. Delving into these ancient traditions provides a profound insight into humanity's spiritual legacy and the foundational narratives that have shaped our cultural and moral evolution. It challenges us to recognize the flexibility of these narratives and how diverse historical, cultural, and theological contexts have influenced their interpretation. Exploring texts such as the Book of Jubilees, which details the lives of Adam and Eve's numerous descendants, offers deeper insights into the complexities of early human societies. These narratives continue to resonate by stimulating contemplation, discussion, and awe about the enduring relevance and power of ancient stories in shaping our understanding of ourselves and our world. Discovering how an ancient book can add new dimensions to familiar biblical tales connects us with lost stories from our spiritual past. Within the rich tapestry of ancient Israelite heritage, the Book of Jubilees stood resilient despite its peripheral recognition. This intriguing document, alongside the equally mysterious Book of Enoch, found a special place in the hearts of early Christians, even becoming part of their diverse collection of sacred writings. The inclusion of these texts serves as a powerful reminder not to underestimate the Book of Jubilees, which complements the broader biblical narrative and enhances well-known stories with added depth, despite being classified as apocryphal. Delving deeper into ancient Semitic and Abrahamic lore uncovers Aven, or possibly Awan, traditionally regarded as Adam and Eve's first daughter. Her name, which resonates with meanings of strength or possibly misdeed in ancient Hebrew, positions her intriguingly within these narratives. Aven was not just a daughter, but also the wife of Cain, the same Cain infamous for his tragic act against his brother, and the mother of his children, including Enoch. Cain honored Enoch by naming a city after him, showcasing his efforts in city building after his exile. However, the tale takes various twists, with Aven sometimes identified as Kelima in different accounts, weaving a complex tapestry where truth and legend intertwine, prompting us to ponder the true story behind Cain's wife and sister. Azura emerges from the shadows as another enigmatic daughter, intricately linked with Seth, the child bestowed upon Adam and Eve as a divine comfort following Abel's tragic death. Seth's name, signifying replacement or compensation, marks a symbolic new beginning and a celestial gesture of solace to grieving parents. Notably, Seth's lineage, prominently featuring Azura, is celebrated for its piety, culminating in Noah, pivotal in the biblical narrative of the Great Flood. Thus, Seth and Azura serve as crucial links in the sacred lineage, connecting the genesis of creation to key moments of divine intervention and human resilience. Yet, beneath the reverence for these figures and their narratives lies an ironic layer. Centuries later, we piece together the existence of these early figures from fragments of narratives once deemed too provocative or unconventional for canonical scriptures. The Book of Jubilees, with its diverse characters, vividly illustrates the selective process that shapes religious texts over time. It underscores that the establishment of what is central or peripheral in religious discourse often hinges on factors of authority, influence, and strategic considerations rather than purely theological criteria. Exploring the Book of Jubilees and its broader context invites reflection on the intricate dynamics that define our spiritual heritage. It fosters a deeper appreciation for the multifaceted narratives that have shaped religious understanding across generations, challenging us to contemplate how these stories continue to inform our perspectives on faith, history, and the human experience. Exploring the ancient realm of religious narratives takes us on a journey that reveals their inherent flexibility and evolution over time. It's evident that throughout history, people have shaped, expanded upon, and sometimes omitted parts of these tales to better align with their contemporary beliefs and contexts. As we sift through the layers of history, uncovering fragments of stories about figures like Avan, Kelima, Azura, and others, we recognize that all narratives, no matter how sacred, are influenced by the perspectives of their storytellers. The Book of Jubilees exemplifies this dynamic evolution, presenting a complex tapestry of narratives that continue to captivate and provoke scholarly debate today. The Book of Jubilees, also referred to as the Lesser Genesis, Little Genesis, or the Book of Division, stands as a captivating ancient Jewish apocryphal text. Structured into 50 chapters and containing 1,341 verses, it offers a meticulous retelling of biblical history from the creation account through to the era of Moses. Unlike the canonical texts of Judaism and mainstream Christianity, the Ethiopian Orthodox Tewahedo Church and Beta Israel, Ethiopian Jews, regard Jubilees as canonical scripture, where it is known as the Book of Division. Despite its significance within these traditions, other Jewish denominations and Christian branches, such as the Eastern Orthodox, Catholic, and Protestant churches, classify it among the pseudepigrapha, texts considered to have been attributed falsely to biblical figures and thus not accepted as canonical scripture. The Book of Jubilees employs a unique structure based on Jubilee periods, 49-year cycles, that divide its historical narrative. This framework resonates with the biblical concept of the Jubilee year, which occurs every 50 years and emphasizes themes of rest, debt forgiveness, and liberation of slaves. This numerical alignment carries deep symbolic significance within the text, emphasizing the importance of the number 7 in biblical numerology. A notable feature of Jubilees is its exploration of lesser-known biblical narratives and figures, including the names of Adam and Eve's daughters and specific classifications of angels. These details enrich the biblical storyline by offering additional layers of interpretation and significance. The text also provides insights into the nature of the Nephilim and expands upon the laws and stories found in Genesis and Exodus. Scholars generally attribute the composition of the Book of Jubilees to Pharisaic authors in the 2nd century BC. This period was characterized by intense engagement with issues of Jewish law, calendar reform, and the identity of Israel as God's chosen people. The text underscores the ancient origins of Mosaic law and contributes significantly to our understanding of the historical development of Jewish laws and customs. In summary, the Book of Jubilees stands as a testament to the richness of ancient Jewish religious thought, offering a structured narrative that integrates historical events with theological interpretations and legal teachings, all within the framework of Jubilee cycles and biblical symbolism. The discovery of Hebrew fragments among the Dead Sea Scrolls has underscored the Book of Jubilees' profound significance in early Jewish religious life, particularly within the Qumran community. Despite its historical and religious importance, debates over its canonicity and authorship have led to its exclusion from the biblical canon. These debates revolve around factors such as the scarcity of early manuscripts in its original language, the period of its composition, and theological considerations regarding its status as sacred scripture. In its early reception, the Book of Jubilees enjoyed esteem within the Christian community, receiving references from notable religious figures and influencing the evolution of religious thought. However, its path through history has been uncertain until discoveries like those found among the Dead Sea Scrolls illuminated its role in ancient religious communities. Despite its absence from the official religious texts of most Jewish and Christian denominations today, the Book of Jubilees has significantly shaped discussions and interpretations of religious stories and theological concepts over the centuries. Its exploration continues to provide valuable insights into the diverse strands of ancient Jewish and Christian thought and their impact on religious traditions. The love stories of the first family, Adam and Eve's descendants, indeed hold profound significance in shaping history and religious narratives. From Cain and Abel's dramatic conflict to the lesser-known daughters like Azura and their connections with figures such as Seth, these tales offer poignant insights into early human relationships and divine intervention. Adam and Eve's children, Cain and Abel, epitomize the struggle between sibling rivalry and divine judgment. Cain's jealousy and eventual fratricide against Abel set a tragic precedent, illustrating the consequences of unchecked envy and the impact of divine justice. Moving beyond Cain, the lineage of Adam and Eve expands with the birth of Seth, symbolizing hope and renewal after Abel's death. Seth's descendants, through figures like Azura, reflect a lineage of devotion and spiritual significance. Azura's role intertwines with Seth, illustrating familial ties and highlighting the complexity of relationships in ancient narratives. These love stories, embedded in religious texts and traditions such as the Book of Jubilees, not only recount foundational events, but also convey enduring moral lessons. They explore themes of love, loss, redemption, and divine providence, resonating across centuries and influencing religious thought and cultural norms. In studying these narratives, we gain deeper insights into the human condition, the complexities of familial bonds, and the spiritual dimensions that shape our understanding of history and faith. They remind us that love and its consequences, whether divine or human, have shaped the course of history and continue to resonate in contemporary interpretations of ancient texts. Lost Tales of the First Families. The Book of Jubilees offers a fascinating exploration into the intricate relationships and familial dynamics of early biblical figures, portraying narratives that could rival those of a drama-filled TV series set in the earliest days of human history. This ancient text delves deeply into the story of Azura, whose marital journey provides a unique perspective on the concept of marriage in ancient times, distinct from contemporary norms. Initially married to Abel, Azura later becomes the wife of Seth following Abel's tragic death. This shift in partners within the first family of the Bible underscores a different understanding of marital relationships compared to modern standards, reflecting the complexities and adaptations within early human societies. The Book of Jubilees meticulously documents the lives of these characters, organizing their significant life events into a structured timeline based on jubilees, 49-year periods, and weeks. This systematic approach not only adds a divine order to their intertwined family histories, but also highlights the profound significance of these figures within the broader narrative of biblical history. Through its detailed narratives and theological interpretations, the Book of Jubilees enriches our understanding of early human experiences, offering glimpses into the moral, social, and spiritual dimensions of ancient civilizations. It invites readers to explore the complexities of familial relationships and the evolving perspectives on faith and tradition that have shaped human history since antiquity. Enos, born from the union of Azura and Seth, continued the family tradition by marrying his sister Noam, a practice that contrasts sharply with contemporary ethical standards, but was common in early biblical times to maintain lineage purity. This familial union among siblings served to consolidate and preserve the family lineage, reflecting the societal norms and customs of ancient times. Enos stands out not only for his direct lineage from Adam and Eve, but also for his pivotal role in initiating the practice of calling upon God's name. This spiritual act marked a significant moment of religious awakening and devotion among his people, highlighting his influential role amidst the complexities of his family's history. From a broader perspective, the biblical account portrays Adam and Eve as extraordinarily fertile, with the ability to bear numerous children, an aspect that may seem extraordinary by today's standards. This depiction underscores their foundational role in populating the earth and establishing human civilization, viewed through the lens of ancient storytelling and religious symbolism. Comparatively, in more recent historical contexts, figures like Valentina Vasilyev, who reportedly bore 69 children from 27 pregnancies in the 18th century, achieved remarkable fertility. However, even this extraordinary feat pales in comparison to the almost mythical fertility attributed to Adam and Eve in biblical narratives, where they are portrayed as progenitors of all humanity. These stories, while reflecting ancient beliefs and cultural practices, also invite contemplation on the intersection of faith, history, and the enduring narratives that shape human understanding of origins and identity. They prompt us to explore the complexities of early human societies and the moral, social, and theological dimensions that have evolved over millennia. Valentina Vasilyev's story stands as a remarkable example in history, offering a rare glimpse into a life that approaches the biblical narrative of prolific fertility. Historical records attribute 69 children to her from 27 pregnancies, an astonishing feat that captures both fascination and skepticism due to the challenges of verifying such records in the 18th century. Her husband, Fyodor Vasilyev, is also central to this extraordinary tale of family expansion, with a total of 87 children credited to him, including those from a second wife. This familial saga underscores the complexities of human fertility and the intricacies of historical documentation during that era. The story of the Vasilyev family continues to captivate scholars and historians, serving as a unique case study in the study of human reproduction and family dynamics. Resources such as Guinness World Records and various historical archives online provide additional context and insights into this intriguing aspect of human history. Exploring Valentina Vasilyev's life not only sheds light on the possibilities and realities of extreme fertility in historical contexts, but also prompts reflection on the broader themes of family, society, and the enduring fascination with records and achievements that challenge conventional understanding. Exploring the ancient tales and genealogies within biblical texts offers a fascinating contrast to modern understandings of family and reproduction, providing insight into humanity's efforts to trace its origins. The narratives surrounding figures like Azura, Enos, and Seth, woven into the broader saga of Adam and Eve's family, unfold a complex tapestry of early human society. These stories blend spiritual beliefs with foundational aspects of family life, offering profound insights into the cultural and religious landscapes of ancient times. Azura's role, prominently featured in the Book of Jubilees, serves as a compelling illustration of the intricate relationships within the earliest families. As both a daughter of Adam and Eve and the wife of Seth, her story underscores the significance of familial bonds in shaping the growth and development of humanity during its nascent stages. The Book of Jubilees, recognized as a significant scriptural text in certain faith traditions, provides a detailed genealogical framework that highlights the interconnectedness of these seminal figures. These ancient narratives not only enrich our understanding of early human history, but also invite contemplation on the enduring themes of lineage, spirituality, and cultural heritage. They offer a glimpse into the diverse interpretations and adaptations of religious texts across different traditions, showcasing the depth and diversity of ancient lore surrounding human origins and spiritual beliefs. Enos, the son of Seth and grandson of Adam and Eve, holds a pivotal role in the early religious narratives. His significance lies in his influence on the spiritual development of people, as depicted across various cultural and religious traditions. Enos was born when his father, Seth, was 105 years old and lived an exceptionally long life, similar to his ancestors, passing away at the age of 905. His life story is crucial for understanding how early humans connected spiritually, particularly in terms of worship and their relationship with higher powers. The name Enos, meaning mortal man in Hebrew, marks a pivotal moment when humans realized their mortality and began to ponder their spiritual connection with gods or God. During Enos's lifetime, there was a notable shift as people actively sought divine connection, marking a period where communal worship and possibly monotheistic beliefs began to emerge. This era witnessed a renewed faith and reverence, evidenced by the use of the name YHWH to address God with profound respect. However, this spiritual renewal eventually waned in subsequent generations, leading to moral decline and ultimately the Great Flood. Enos's impact extends beyond his own time, influencing diverse cultural and religious traditions across history. His story continues to resonate, highlighting the enduring quest for spiritual understanding and divine connection in human history. For instance, in the Ethiopian Orthodox tradition, Enos is celebrated for introducing the Ge'ez alphabet to his people, believed to have been received through divine revelation. This underscores his role in safeguarding spiritual laws and teachings for future generations. Enos is revered as a devoted servant of God, illustrating his profound influence across diverse cultures. In Latter-day Saints texts, Enos is depicted as a righteous priest who participated in Adam's final blessings upon his descendants and led his community to a land named after his son, Canaan. This emphasizes Enos's leadership and unwavering commitment to his faith, highlighting his significance in religious narratives beyond those found in the Bible. The spiritual revival during Enos's era provides insights into the ebb and flow of faith and devotion to God within societies. It reflects the enduring struggle between maintaining divine connection and human fallibility, a recurring theme in religious narratives across cultures. Through Enos's descendants, such as Noah, we witness how belief in righteousness can endure across generations, even amidst challenges and adversity. These narratives not only shed light on the dynamics of early human societies, but also provoke contemplation on fundamental aspects of family, faith, and moral principles. They underscore how ancient stories continue to shape contemporary perspectives on human values and beliefs. For those eager to delve deeper into the lives of these figures and their significance within biblical and apocryphal traditions, resources like the Book of Jubilees and scholarly works by renowned thinkers, such as Maimonides, offer invaluable insights. These texts and analyses provide a deeper understanding of the spiritual and familial foundations of early human history, encouraging readers to explore the profound depths of our shared cultural heritage, discover how ancient myths and modern science intersect to reveal our interconnectedness, the first woman's DNA, and our big family. In biblical narratives and scientific inquiry, Eve emerges as a remarkable figure in history, with a story that can be quite astonishing. Imagine managing a family the size of a small town. According to ancient accounts, Eve not only achieved this, but also lived an extraordinary 900 years, a feat of fertility unmatched in modern times. This perspective casts even Valentina Vasilyev's record of 69 children into a smaller light. Some traditions suggest Adam and Eve could have had numerous offspring, potentially numbering in the hundreds. The vast number of children attributed to them underscores the critical importance of large families for survival in ancient times. The Bible, particularly Genesis 6:1, mentions Adam's expanding family, emphasizing the birth of many daughters and rendering these ancient family tales remarkably relatable. Beyond sheer numbers, these narratives also suggest that Adam and Eve's descendants contributed to the diversity of early humanity, implying an inherent mixture of racial backgrounds from the outset. This concept challenges and predates contemporary discussions on race and genetics, offering a profound insight into the origins of human diversity. This concept ties in with mitochondrial Eve, which blends scientific research with ancient narratives. According to this theory, supported by late 20th century research, all living humans today are descendants of a single woman known as mitochondrial Eve. She lived in Africa approximately 140,000 to 200,000 years ago. This scientific finding suggests that humanity originated from a single population before spreading globally. Mitochondrial Eve's story is substantiated by the pioneering work of researchers Rebecca L. Cann, Mark Stoneking, and Alan Wilson, who established that everyone's mitochondrial DNA can be traced back to this ancestral woman. Their discovery underscores the interconnectedness of all human beings, tracing our lineage back to a common ancestor in Africa, aligning closely with the out-of-Africa hypothesis of human evolution. These insights into human history, derived from both ancient texts and modern scientific inquiry, weave together a rich narrative of our origins, illustrating the breadth and complexity of the human family tree from its earliest beginnings to the present day. Mitochondrial DNA, mtDNA, holds a special place in genetics because it passes exclusively from mothers to their children without undergoing recombination, making it invaluable for tracing ancestry along the maternal line. The concept of mitochondrial Eve revolves around identifying the most recent common ancestor from whom all living humans today inherited their mtDNA through their maternal lineage. Importantly, this doesn't imply she was the only woman alive at her time, or the first woman ever. Rather, she represents the ancestral figure from whom all existing maternal lines can be traced. In essence, mitochondrial Eve serves as a metaphorical great-grandmother to all humanity, offering insights into our shared maternal heritage. Research into mitochondrial Eve has significantly advanced our understanding of human evolution, genetic inheritance, and the migration patterns of ancient populations across continents over millennia. Mitochondrial DNA's unique transmission pattern means that while both sons and daughters inherit it from their mothers, only daughters can pass it on to subsequent generations. This characteristic allows scientists to construct maternal family trees that span generations, providing remarkable insights into human history and the movements of our ancestors around the globe. Through this method, scientists have gained profound insights into the complexities of human migration, adaptation, and cultural exchange throughout history. The concept of mitochondrial Eve emerged from pivotal studies conducted in the late 20th century, which analyzed changes in mitochondrial DNA, mtDNA, to determine when our most recent common maternal ancestor lived. While these studies have faced criticism and ongoing debate regarding their methodologies and interpretations, the overarching idea of mitochondrial Eve has endured and been substantiated by subsequent research. Continued investigations have reinforced early findings, providing a clearer understanding of the complexities and diversity inherent in human evolution. Interestingly, similar ancestral figures identified through mtDNA analysis have been observed in other species such as sperm whales, demonstrating the broad applicability of mitochondrial DNA as a tool for studying evolutionary history across different organisms. However, it's important to note that directly equating mitochondrial Eve with the biblical Eve oversimplifies the intricate narrative of human evolution and migration over millennia. While both concepts involve ancestry, they operate within distinct frameworks. Mitochondrial Eve represents a scientific inference based on genetic evidence, whereas the biblical Eve is a theological figure in religious narratives. Moreover, attributing the entirety of human racial and ethnic diversity today to a single event described in religious texts overlooks the complex processes of genetic mixing, adaptation to diverse environments, and cultural interactions that have shaped human populations over tens of thousands of years. Human diversity is the result of a rich tapestry of historical events, migrations, adaptations, and cultural exchanges that cannot be encapsulated by any single narrative, scientific or religious. In essence, while mitochondrial Eve offers profound insights into our ancestral maternal lineage and human evolutionary history, it is but one facet of a much broader and nuanced story of human origins and development on Earth. The interplay between ancient narratives and modern genetic discoveries invites us to reflect critically and humorously on our quest to unravel our origins. It underscores our profound fascination with where we come from and our enduring endeavor to connect ourselves to a shared history, whether through scientific inquiry or the narratives of our faiths and cultures. It portrays humanity's insatiable curiosity about its beginnings, our longing to find unity amidst diversity, and our ongoing endeavor to interlace our understanding of human genesis through the lenses of science, belief, and storytelling. Imagine Eve's life, raising so many children. What a family that must have been. Enjoyed the story? Don't forget to like and subscribe for more. Join us as we delve deeper into our past and explore the intersections of ancient stories and modern science.